Hello everyone, welcome back to this Kerbal Space program. We are playing on career mode, and last time we sent up a bunch of ships, got a bunch of science. Just have a quick little look here. We, almost got to an orbit. And we also had a landing of the Lancer too, mostly in actually the same place. It's kind of interesting. They're both really, really close to each other. Just gonna head on back over here. Let's see as it loads up. I have turned on game sounds a little bit. I'm gonna make sure they're not super loud, and we should be okay. As you can probably recall, we also got some science tech, so that gives us batteries. The Science Junior, which is a self-contained lab, which is awesome, and we also got a really awesome high-tech comms, which what does it help us? It helps us transmit faster with bigger things. I don't know. It helps us in some way. We have not yet lost any Kerbals, which is awesome. And everyone's ready to go. So, we're going to go and head back up to space, where basically our home is. So, as per usual, Mark 1 command pod, because we really don't have that much choice in the matter. This time I also actually unlocked these things called retro boosters. And it's part of the B9 Aerospace mod pack, and what that adds is it adds a bunch of really awesome cool things, one of which is the separation booster. So I'll make sure I show it to you guys in action in a little bit. So let's start off with having, let's see, our stack decoupler right here, just for, emergencies. I should really hope it never goes off, but that's just always in case. It's going to be under our, I don't know why I did that. I'm trying to, here we go, there we go. It'll be under our emergencies, so our abort. Abort function will deploy everything, break everything apart, set parachutes on everything. Because, yeah. I just feel like that's a very safe thing to do. Alright. We're also going to want to put a comms, one of our new comms things on here as well, without, of course, blocking the front, because we do want whichever Kerbal is going up into space to actually have some amount of space to get out. We're going to add another one of these mystery goo containment units. Just, this will be like our science, this will be like the command pod, this can be the science area. And also some batteries, because batteries are very, very useful, and they are, how much, they hold 100 electric charge, so we can put like a ton of them and just go crazy. So we're going to put one there, put one immediately beside it like that, like that. Yeah, sure, let's go. I wonder if I can not snap things. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, no snapping for you right now. We're just gonna... Oh, I said no snapping. Okay, well, it's snapping anyway. That's fine. Another one right there, just so we don't block the lab. And same thing on this side, I guess. We're gonna put one there. We're just gonna have a ton of batteries. Oh, I don't need a landing strut. I need another battery. And another battery. Okay, there we go. I think I'm also going to do a secondary level of batteries too, because we need, I want to, actually, what am I saying? We don't need that many batteries. We'll just, I think this is a good amount of batteries right here. Probably get rid of these guys here as well, just so I can actually put a parachute on the side. Said parachute on the side, like, not like that. Darn it, batteries! Such a pain. Alright, let's put on the parachutes first, then we'll find spaces for the batteries. Right now, I feel like safety is our primary concern at, the Kerbal Lightning Corporation's Kerbal Space program. Alright, here we go. So, this is our sciencey unit area. We have our comms. Do we have anything else that we can use with science? I don't think so. That's okay. So we're going to add another fuel tank here. Like that. And we will also add a small liquid fuel engine like that. And this will be sort of our main module. This module right here will be dealing with all the landing. I think we should put some landing struts on just to make sure it's a little bit safer, because it is very top heavy, and if it lands, butt first like it normally would be, we do want some landing struts to prevent us from toppling over and breaking, which is never going to be a good thing. We also have to make sure we land on something flat, because if we don't land on something flat, it's not going to turn out too well for us. Alright, moving on. We got our parachutes. We're going to put all the parachutes, I think we're going to put all the parachutes in one thing here. And this decoupler is going to be as a last resort. We don't want to get to that. Put this decoupler on here. And now I think we're gonna add for our main module here. Gonna go 1, 2, and then what should we do? T30. T30. This has 15 less power, so it's really not that much of a difference. And this one also has vectoring, and vectoring is very, very good for us. We're also gonna. We need an entry purchase in research and development. Okay, so I guess we have not yet unlocked them. Question? I don't know. Have we unlocked them or not? I guess we haven't unlocked them. We'll figure out how to do that in a bit, but that's okay. We still have these separatrons right here that kind of work somewhat well. We add some of those. Going backwards. So as soon as this decouples, it's gonna go flying in the opposite direction. So we can add some space. Actually, no, we don't need these. Forget it. Screw it. Alright, here we go. I swear I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Alright. We're gonna add... Yeah, let's do that. Now the question is, do we want these really huge solid fuel boosters? Or do we want smaller ones? I think I want to go with the huge ones and see how it goes. Wow, these are massive. Okay, well. And they are also upside down. Because that makes sense. Oh, they're still upside down. Okay. Oh. There we go. Oh my god, that is awesome. Alright. We don't have any of those stilts, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to do without. Here we go. Aerodynamic nose cone. I said nose cone. Why is it doing this to me? Oh my god. Do we need to rotate these around a little bit like that? I think. Yeah, I think that was the problem. So, yeah, there we go. Now we're good. So these are going to go off all at once. Then we're going to have this decoupling after that. Okay. Now let's quickly get our abort action group like this. So we're going to want, let's see, we want all of the parachutes to deploy. Deploy all of these parachutes and these, I said these chutes as well. We also want this to decouple. And we want all of these landing gears right here to lower. And on top of that, we want to cut this engine, shut down the engine, and shut down this engine as well. I think that's good. Also, we might want to decouple this as well, just in case the abort, doesn't actually work out too well for us. So we should actually probably decouple all these bad boys as well. Like that. And can I shut down these engines? I'm going to try. We're going to do our best. I don't think they can shut down, but you know what? Might as well give it a go. We're going to call it Research Vessel 1. I really need to find some better names. If you have any better names, let me know. Because this is starting to become a bit of a pain. Chibadiah, don't trust you on this yet. I think we're going to send you maybe to like a moon orbiting mission once we get there. I don't want a stupid person because this is the research vessel. We want someone who is highly intelligent and very courageous. Let's see. You are not courageous, but you do have actually, you're more courageous with the same. So we're going to send up, I think, Sidlock. Yeah, let's send Sidlock up there. Okay. I'm going to save it again. We have our abort action group. We have all of these. Everything's in order. We got decouplers, and all the parachutes are going to go off at once. An engine. Another decoupler, engine, the vertical decoupler needs to go down there, and then all of these three going at the same time. Alright, I think we are good to go. Let us go to our launch here. Oh, love loading screens, they're fantastic. Alright, oh, here we go. So it is nighttime. I really don't like taking off at night, but it doesn't look like we have much choice. So, 3, 2, 1. There we go. And we are not listing. We're still doing well here. Awesome. That's what I like to see. We are doing a little bit of a listing sort of thing. Let's see if I can get right back into... There we go. So it's a bit of a pain. I'm really trying hard to make sure it stops. Now it's turning a little bit, which is unfortunate. Come on now. Come on now. Let's stay straight, stay straight. Come on. Just a little longer. It's I don't know if you can hear me frantically like pressing buttons on the keyboard. Right now it really wants to move in every single direction except straight up for some reason. So I'm really trying to make sure like it stays straight up, but it doesn't want to. Come on. Okay, brake and ignite. Now we're going to start our turn a little late. We're about 4,000 meters higher than we should have been. We should have went there at about 10,000. I think it should be okay. We might not make it to a stable orbit, but at least we can get some sort of science from the container here. What we could do also is see if it does anything when it's actually taking off. See if we get any science from that, because that would be interesting. Let's see here. We're gonna stay on target here. I'm gonna do a little bit of rotation. Just keep it nice and straight in case I need to do anything drastic, and it won't start. It just makes it easier for me to fix things. And we are at 54,000 meters above the surface of Kerbin. Alright, that's not bad actually. We're going up pretty fast. I think we're going to stop at about 80,000. And I think that's good. Perfect. It is going down a little bit, but we should still be above 75,000, so it's not going to be an issue. 75,000 I think is where, in at least this game, at least I'm not sure if it's in life, but I do know that in Kerbal Space Program, if you are above 75,000 meters or 70,000 meters, you're good to go. So we're just going to, there, 74, and that's 92. I probably can go back a little bit. No, we can't. We're not going back. Alright, that's good. Alright, okay. I'm just going to quickly move on over because our burn time is going to be 44 seconds. Oh dear. I am not confident we have enough fuel for that, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. But we are in space. Sidlock is having a good time. We're just gonna see what do you have to say for us. Well, that gives us 0.3 science, so that's not worth it. We're gonna discard the data. What if we get you going on an EVA really quick here? Let's see. What do you have to say about this? EVA report. No, that's useless as well. Okay, well, EVA reports not as good as they used to be. Where did... Oh, crap. Oh, no. EVA reports not a good thing when you're on an... I mean, sorry. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're still okay. I said okay a lot there. Mostly because I was freaking out that we would be having a very difficult time with fixing things. Okay, that's going to be interesting. A very interesting orbit is going to come from this, I think. Again, we probably should have really started our orbiting turn a lot earlier than we did because we do not have enough fuel to get anywhere. We can at least do a little bit of zero-G testing, but we're just going to head right back down to Earth. Just going to continue that, so it's taking us a minute. This is not good. Sidlock. You'll be okay. We are heading back towards the Earth relatively quickly right now. Hopefully we have 40. I think we have 40 seconds, 47 seconds worth. What I'm slightly worried about is if we have enough to get back down to Earth, because if we don't, we'll have to set up a rescue mission, and that's going to be a bit of a pain because a rescue mission would involve a vessel with more than just one command pod, and unfortunately with these command pods we can only literally put one person in it. So it might take a while until Sidlock can come back down from space if we get lost up in space. That, and also it is a right pain in the butt to have someone up and then just sort of stick around there. Oh, there's our orbit. Our camera view has changed to an orbiting camera view, and we have 2 seconds left of the burn. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's see how our orbit's doing. That's not too bad. This is at 64, so we will having a bit of an issue. I think we should probably take our science observations bay. 25 science for that. Holy smokes. Okay, so it's greatly affected the growth of crystalline structures. Loose objects are flying around the bay in a very messy but fascinating way. Cool. We could transmit the data, but unfortunately it's only worth 20%. So instead of getting like 25, we'll get like, 12. Not even 12. We get like 5. I think. I don't know my math. Maybe like closer to like 3. It won't be much. It will not be much. So we're just going to keep the data instead. And let's see what the mystery goo has to tell us. Okay, it's clumped in a sphere and also become brittle, so we already know that. But it does give us a little bit of science. Sidlock, anything for you to tell us here? Crew report, anything interesting? No, well, we do need a crew report for the sake of a crew report. That's fine. EVA, what if I let go and then do an EVA report? Ace, so I go from not holding on to anything to holding on to something. Holding on to something to not holding on to anything. And I get 8 more science. So that's interesting to say the least. How are we doing here? So as you can see, this orbit is falling down. I don't think it's quite fast enough to be doing anything, but that's okay. Alright, so we're nice and high above the surface of Kerbin now. Let's see if maybe we can do another crew report, overwrite it. Ah, there we go. So now we get a little more science from this crew report, and we can send it in for 100 science. So let's get some 5 science right here. Hopefully, oh, I forgot to put batteries. That's what I forgot to do. We're not going to have enough power. So, do a little bit of a burn here. Just keep things nice and charged. We're going to charge it up completely here. Oh, dear. Well, we're also going to go back down to Earth in a minute anyway. I'm just going to lower the, this whole shindig while we're doing stuff. Can I please... Okay, that's not good. So let's see if I can... We're also out of fuel. And I also accidentally... Oh my god, I'm a mess right now. This is not good. This is turning out to be bad, but I think we should still be okay. I'm just going to stop the transmission here. Do a crew report, because we lost that one. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, because as soon as we get into any amount of atmosphere, the parachutes are going to deploy. So that's going to be somewhat concerning, I think. Alright, so we're going to just head on back, plummeting towards you. It's literally on top of where we've always been landing, so that's going to be fun. And we need to throttle down before we can fast forward. So we can fast forward here. And it's going to slow us down automatically, I hope, maybe. I don't know, we're about to find out. Okay, so yeah, it does slow us down a little bit. Alright, here we go. Let's find where our... There we go, we want to be right here. So that if anything's going to burn, it's going to be the engines. And we have no fuel left, so we should be okay. And then Sidlock, it's about to get nice and toasty in there. I'm going to go from the freezing cold of space down to the burning heat of friction when you enter the atmosphere. Let's be honest here, realistically, if I was coming in at this angle, I would probably just bounce off right back into space. I think it's right around 30 degrees is the ideal entry angle. Don't quote me on that, but I think that might be what it is. If it's not, I'll actually go check and I'll make sure it's right before I start telling you guys random stuff. My space knowledge is limited, and okay. Also, if that were to happen, we would be totally screwed. So thank goodness this is a game and not actual space, because we would have some very, very dangerous issues. At least it's slowing us down a little bit, and at least they didn't burn up in space. Ideally, we should land vertically, but because we do have some parachutes lowered down, just to make sure we have enough, enough lift to stop us from going down at 230 meters per second. We do want to add a couple extra ones, because this is very, very heavy right now. I don't know if you've noticed. We have an empty fuel tank, which is heavy in itself. An observation bay, we got a lot of things, probably a couple tons. Here we go, so we're going down a lot slower now. Still enough to kill anyone or anything that's underneath or in the spaceship. So Sidlock, just hope your parachutes deploy. And here they are. Let me see if we can zoom out just a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go, look at that. That's a nice camera view right there. And there we go. Oh, they want to. I know they want to. You can tell. Look at the mountains. That's actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, obviously they put more effort, knowledge, and more effort and graphics into the actual spaceships themselves and the physics of the spaceships and all that sort of things. But they did a fair job with the actual terrain generation as well. It would be nice to see a bit more texture, though. The terrain is relatively flat. But, you know, okay, okay, so I think we should probably get the gears down as well. Here we go. Awesome, and we are perfectly straight, going at 4.6 meters per second, which is perfect. It's right on target. Let's see if we can speed up ever so slightly. Obviously making sure there's our shadow. Let's not lose it. Because as it gets closer, we want to sort of slow down, because this fast forward right here is very, very sketchy. Does not like spaceships too much. And I think that should be good right there. Alright, we're almost there, Sid Luck. Here we go. We're also landing on a very steep incline, so I'm going to have to SAS on here and just make sure, at least if we topple over, we'll topple over nice and softly and not jarring. Oh, that was a jarring topple over. Can we not? Stop. Okay. Whew. Alright. Let's head back to the Space Center. Actually, let's see. I wonder if I can I, like, repack the chutes? Is that a possibility here? Repack. Repack. No. I cannot repack the chutes. That's... Oh, because they're all red, because I guess they died. I don't know. What does that say? Pack, shoot here, shoot lock. Okay, so that's just a bunch of random nonsense. Back to the Space Center. We can recover the flight, and we can recover all the science that I gained from this flight. So I'll go to the tracking center. And here we go. Land at Kerbin, Research Vessel 1. Recover. We gained 39.1 science. That's pretty good. We also gained 0.3 science from returning a vessel from the Kerbin orbit. Got some science from space. And actually not too bad for the science in space from the Mystery Goo. But we definitely got a lot from the material studies. So I wonder if we can actually add maybe more than one material studies. We can do one on, you know, re-entry and one on takeoff or something like that, and actually get higher up into space. That would be nice. And I feel like if we research advanced rocketry, we get the nice big fuel tanks and some radial mount liquid engines, which does what? It gives us a small engine that does thrust vectoring, and I guess is sort of like a... Also depends on how big it is. How big is it? It's Rocco Max, so I think it might be relatively huge. We're about to find out. And we also unlock heavy rocketry and fuel systems. That's fantastic. Okay. Now, I'm just wondering, where did these... So they came from here. Oh, we have to actually research this specific part. So let's do that. There we go. Now we can get these. It didn't actually cost me anything. That's okay, though. Still a work in progress, obviously. But you know, it's a good work in progress.